Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Friday, baby girl is sleeping right now, so far it is a pretty good day. So I decided to take advantage of the fact that she is in a nice deep nap right now, and I wanted to film a video that I've been wanting to do forever. And that's basically just like my all-time favorite like beauty and makeup products. And then I figured like I'd actually apply them so you can see what it looks like on my face. But basically these are just the products that like if I ever had to like run into my house and grab a few things to like throw in an overnight bag, if I was gonna go on vacation and I could only bring like a limited amount of things, like these are the products that I would absolutely bring with me. They're things that I've been using forever, and just like basically, I don't know, like this is just the stuff that would typically be out on my counter in my bathroom, so I thought I would share them with you. So I'm gonna do the beauty stuff first, just like some of the skincare products that I use. That way after that I can go ahead and like put on the makeup. So the first thing that I want to mention is this Clean and Clear Persa Gel, and by no means is this video sponsored in any way, otherwise I would have told you at the beginning. But these are just things that I've been using forever. So like when I was a little younger, my acne was really bad. I had very bad acne as a teenager, and I would get like pimples all over my face. Now it's kind of died down a bit, thank God. But even to this day, like if I feel like I'm getting a pimple or have like a spot on my face where like it's starting to hurt and I know it's gonna develop into a pimple, I will put this on, and it's legit like the only thing that I have used on my skin that clears my blemishes. When I was a teenager, I did Proactive, I used Different, I used like so many other products. I was prescribed medications, like I used a lot of stuff to try to help with the acne. And this guy over here that I get at Walgreens or at CVS, it's like $6 or $7, but it is, I go through tubes and tubes of this stuff, and I keep repurchasing it because it's a lifesaver. It's got benzoyl peroxide, that's the active ingredient in it, so I don't know if that's what helps, but again, it's a Johnson & Johnson product, but I don't know what kind of magical stuff is in here. It's not expensive and it does the job, so this is like my baby. As soon as I feel like I'm running low on it, I'll head to the drugstore and grab some more because I can't live without it. Now, I think I'm pretty bad about my skincare. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I'm 27 and I'm not one who has like a daily skincare routine. Like, I don't buy super fancy products. On most days, I wash my skin with just like water, if that, like if I'm being honest. Like I don't even really wash my face. To take off my makeup, I use this micellar water, the Garnier micellar water, and that is like one of my go-to products. I go through tons of these because I found like it's like the best thing to take off my makeup with. It doesn't irritate my skin, doesn't irritate my eyes. I usually just use this. And yes, there are some days when like I'll get fancier and like I'll try to use like a face wash that I have. I try a few different face washes, but my skin is honestly so sensitive that a lot of them just end up breaking me out, so I end up just not using any of them. But there are a couple products that now like I'm trying to like get into like an evening routine when it comes to my skincare, and then those are the ones that I'm going to talk about now. So the first one is this Drunk Elephant Behydra Intensive Hydration Gel. I got a little sample of it. My mom got it for me for Christmas and it's almost done. I really like this product. It's really light. And it just makes my skin feel a lot more hydrated. So like a couple times a week I'll put this on at night, and I don't know, I've heard really good things about all of the Drunk Elephant products. They're kind of pricey, so I'll have to see like which one I can try next, because I can't just buy everything that I want because like I said, they're really expensive. But this is definitely one that I would pick up if you just want your skin to be like a little bit more hydrated. So recently I started putting on like night creams on my face, and I love how this one feels. It's from It Cosmetics, and it's the It Cosmetics Secret Sauce. This baby is so delicious. It's just so soft and smooth, and like I wake up and I just feel like my skin is so moisturized. So this is what it looks like in here. I started off using this product, which is their Confidence in a Cream, which I also highly recommend. I think this one's a little cheaper than the other one, but this one is amazing. I love how it feels on my face. I've used this one a lot more just because I've had it longer. See, it's like almost done. And I've gone through different tubs of this. Like I've gone through a bunch of these. This one says Transforming Moisturizing Super Cream, Anti-Aging Regenerative Concentrate. So I've been using this one, and then recently I switched and I started using this one, and I like them both. The Cosmetics, just I love their products, so that's why I also use their eye cream. They have this little one, which is their Confidence in an Eye Cream, which is like probably the same formula that they use, and like you can see, I'm almost done. So I've used this a ton just under my eyelids, just because, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna get wrinkles there and I want to keep that skin nice and firm. So I've also used this one, which is their Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. This one's like a blue color. I don't really see a difference between both of them, but I do like how they both feel. So I don't think you can really go wrong with any of the It Cosmetics like skincare products. They also have like a Confidence in a face wash, like that same formula from the creams in a face wash that I've used a couple times, and I do like how that one feels. So if you're on the hunt just for like a good moisturizing cream, I definitely recommend those. Okay, so now in terms of makeup, I always start with just like my foundation. I honestly don't use a primer. Again, like if I have like a super fancy event to go to, then maybe I will introduce a few other products into like my makeup routine, but this is like my just everyday what I need in order to like leave the house kind of makeup. So I start off with my foundation, and the one that I love is this one. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 112, which is Natural Ivory. I've bought this a ton. I will buy this at the drugstore every time that I go, just so that I don't run out. It's very inexpensive. I don't think I've ever bought myself a foundation that's like high end, so I don't really know how to compare them, but this one does the job. Sometimes I'll apply it with my beauty blender, but I also have this brush from It Cosmetics that I really like because it's like kind of flat here. And sorry, everything that I have is like super raggedy, but this is just faster to apply it with, I guess. So I use this most of the time. So now I'm just gonna throw it on. Honestly, I think it's so funny because when I was like in high school, I would not be able to leave the house unless I had like full on eyeliner, and like I used to have to wear so much more makeup in order to feel like confident, in order to feel like I was able to leave my house. And these days, with just a few products, I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. But nowadays I see like 10-year-olds who have makeup that like looks so much better than mine, and I'm like, what the hell? Like how are you 10 years old and you have like a perfect winged eyeliner? Like I don't even know that I knew what eyeliner was when I was 10. Riley will not have winged eyeliner when she's 10 years old. Very sorry. And the next thing that I'll typically do is I'll put on some concealer, which is a step that I used to not take. I used to be fine with just the foundation, but I don't know if it's the whole becoming a mom thing and not having sleep, but now I really feel like I need some concealer under my eyes. So the one that I finally got around to trying and that I love is the Tarte Shape Tape. This one's just super easy to apply. I have a couple that I've tried, so I really like this one. I also love Urban Decay's, like their Naked line. The Naked line has like a naked concealer, I think. I don't know if it's still around. I know that I had it like a year ago, and I really like how that one applies too, but this is my recent favorite, and this is the shade Fair. So really I'll just apply it under my eyes, and you don't really need a whole lot. You just need a little bit. And again, I am not a makeup artist. Do I look beautiful? I probably put on too much, but then I'll take my beauty blender and I will just blend it in, and it just makes me feel like my face looks a lot brighter. And I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm an adult of some kind. By the way, I'm watching Riley on the monitor that's right in front of my face, in case anyone is like, oh my god, she's not watching her daughter. I'm watching her. I watch her like a hawk. Like even when she's sleeping, I'm like, oh my god, is she breathing? And I'll get up and make sure that she's breathing. All right, so this stuff will last like the whole day. As you saw, it's pretty easy to apply. This beauty blender isn't even wet. I think you're supposed to do it when it's like wet, but like I said, I'm not a pro. So there, I think you can see like there's like a big difference in like the brightness of my face just by putting that concealer. So that is a go-to product of mine. And then I set this with just any kind of like translucent powder. So I have a whole bunch of these It Cosmetics ones, and this is just like their It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores in Radiant Translucent. So just, God, this is so raggedy. Like I'm gonna show you how raggedy this stuff is. Like, wow, this is pretty bad. But just, I use their brushes, and I just kind of set my face because I have very oily skin, and if I don't set it, it will, like my whole face will be oily in like 2 seconds. The It Cosmetics brushes are also my favorite. They're super fluffy. I haven't tried like the Morphe brushes, so again, I don't really have tons to compare it to, but I do like these. I like their brushes, and I've tried a whole bunch of different kinds of brushes from It Cosmetics, and I'm a fan. So after that, I really do like to put on blush. I don't use tons of bronzer, so I don't contour my face, especially not every day. For a special occasion, maybe, but like on a regular basis, I don't contour my face. I don't do the whole like trying to make my nose look skinnier. Like, I don't know, I just, if you do it, wonderful. I don't know how to do it. I really don't know. I don't have the time. So I just figure this is my face. So even though I don't use bronzer, I do like to use blush. It just makes me look a little bit more alive, so I don't look like a ghost. And for Christmas, I bought myself this Tarte blush palette, and I love it so much because it has all of these blushes. Two of them are a highlighter, actually. I think this one's a highlighter and this one's a highlighter down there, but the other ones are blushes. And I think I've tried most of them so far at this point. They're all really nice. I really don't have anything bad to say about any of these shades, and I just love that in one little palette I have all these different ones to choose from, because legit I used to use like the same one blush over and over again every single day and nothing looked different. So I just like that now there's a little bit of variety. So typically what I go for in terms of blushes are like, I would gravitate towards like these shades. I like really pinky colored blushes. I have been really liking this shade, which is called Authentic, because it's like a little bit more like rosy, but on like an everyday basis I'll typically go for like one of these. So I'm just gonna probably like blend them both, and I just put them like on the apples of my cheeks just to give me like a little bit of color. I don't like it when you can like see the blush like a lot, because then I look like a clown and then I have to go and fix it, because that is not acceptable. But it's just enough to just kind of give me a little bit of color. And even though I don't use bronzer, I do like a good highlight. I don't have to use a highlight every single day, but if I have it in front of me, I will definitely use it. So Urban Decay had sent me this palette a couple weeks ago, and I really love it. It's their Urban Decay Christian Leanne collaboration. She has like a whole eyeshadow palette. She has a couple different palettes. I think she had some of their like velvet lipsticks. But this is probably like my favorite product from the collection. So it's got 3 different shades, but I typically go for the one in the middle, just because I'm really fair skinned, and if I use any of the other ones it'll look probably more like a bronzer. But it's super pigmented. That's just like, I just very lightly ran my finger over through that. So actually sometimes I put this on, I've had to be like, oh shit, like that's way too much, and I've had to like go back and fix it. So I have this little brush, and I think I got it in one of my Ipsy bags, and that's what I use for my highlight. And I will just put it on the top of my cheekbones, and again, maybe I'm doing this totally wrong, but this is how I use it, and it just gives me like a little bit of shine. And then I know like I'm doing this all out of order, because most people will say you're supposed to do like your eyes first, but I don't use tons of like eyeshadow or anything like that where I'm gonna have some fallout. So I kind of put on my makeup in whatever order I feel like it that day. But in order to leave the house, I do feel like I need mascara. I love mascara. That's probably like the one product. Like if I could only pick one product to leave the house with, it would be my mascara. But I will curl my eyelashes. That's like a pet peeve of mine. I have to use my eyelash curler, and I'm sorry, it's like super dirty. When I don't have this around, when I don't have my eyelash curler, I get very sad. So I definitely like to use it before I put on my mascara. I have had foundation all over my mouth, so sorry about that. Okay, so as far as mascara goes, I've had kind of like a love-hate relationship with mascaras in the past. Like sometimes I'll start off using one, and then very quickly after, like I'll like it at first and then I'll hate it. But for the most part, I've had a really good experience with Lancome mascaras. I've tried a couple of theirs and I really like them. So right now I'm liking this one, which is the Monsieur Big mascara. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it. So this is the one that's been in my purse lately. This is what the applicator looks like. I've had this one for like a while, so I'm sure it's like a little bit dirtier than it needs to be, but I can't really see very well in this viewfinder, so my mascara is not going to be as good as it usually is, but it will do the trick. Alright, so when I do my mascara, I do like to do both the top and the bottom lashes. I'll usually do like 2 coats on the top and just like 1 on the bottom. So that's what this one looks like. I did like 2 really light coats because I wanted to do it very quickly, but I think I have pretty decently long eyelashes, so typically the mascara will do the trick. I suck at putting on falsies. Like I've tried to use fake eyelashes a couple times, and like within an hour, like half of them are off or like lopsided. Like I I suck at putting on makeup. So unless I have a lot of patience that day and a lot of time, I will not attempt to put on fake eyelashes, because what ends up happening is, like, if I'm in a rush, I'll get really frustrated because I'll try putting them on, the glue will get stuck all over my face, or like it'll just not be going on right, and then they'll look lopsided, and then I end up, almost every single time that I've tried to put on fake eyelashes, I have ended up ripping them off, washing my entire face, and starting all over again. So that's why I just look for a very good mascara that I can use on a regular basis. Then it took me like probably 25 or 26 years of my life to discover that you look so much better when you fill in your eyebrows. Now, I don't really like that super overdone eyebrow look where it looks like literally penciled on, like a stencil that you like, I don't know, like when they look too perfect, I get freaked out. So I don't like my eyebrows to look like that, but I do like them to look more pigmented than they do right now. So right now they're like light brown. I like them to look really dark brown. So what I've been doing in the past is I have been getting like a dark brown colored eyeshadow and just filling in my brows with an eyeshadow with like an angled brush. But this has been a little bit faster. This is the Maybelline Total Temptations like eyebrow definer in the shade 310 medium brown. I really like this, and it's just easy to work with, and it's just like a pencil. So I will literally just take this and fill in my brows just so that they're a little bit darker. And I haven't gotten my eyebrows done in a long time, and by getting my eyebrows done I mean myself plucking them, because I do not get my eyebrows waxed or I don't know, any other fancy stuff. Like, I just pluck them myself, because I think probably my biggest fear is that I go to get them waxed and like they wax my whole eyebrow off or like something ridiculous like that. So I like to have control of my eyebrows, and so that's why I kind of just do them myself. So yeah, I think that does a pretty good job of just like giving me some more pigment so that they're a little darker. Another product that I really like of theirs that I've been trying is their Tattoo Studio. I think it's a newer product. I've used it a couple times and I have liked it. They say that you can put this on and then it lasts like 2 days. It really does. Like, I can wake up the next morning and I don't have to do my eyebrows. Comes in a tube like this, and basically you just put this on your brows, and then you can get like a spoolie and just like brush it in, and it's like a gel, but then it stays on for like 48 hours. So on most days, this would be it. Most days, this is exactly what my makeup would look like. I would put on chapstick. I always have chapstick handy, so I do not like for my lips to be dry. It will drive me crazy. So I have like 45 chapsticks all over the house somewhere. But if I am gonna put some color on my lips, I will normally reach for my ColourPop lippy sticks, and I am pretty sure that by the time I put this video up, my ColourPop lip swatch video will be up, so I'll link to it so you can check it out. But I basically did like a whole swatching of my collection of lippy sticks, and it really is just like the one product that I have a ton of different shades in, just because I like what they look like. I like how they feel. I love the fact that they're just so easy to apply. This is what this one looks like. So this is probably my favorite shade. It's called Lumiere, and it's just like a nude, but it's got like some pink in it. So yeah, super quick and easy to apply. On most days, I will not use a lip liner, even though I probably should. But this is basically like my everyday go-to look. And then if I absolutely had to put on eyeshadow, because I really don't use eyeshadow a lot, if I had to, I would go for these Naked palettes. This is a Naked 2, which I've had the longest, and this is the one that I've used the most. These are the colors in it. I tend to like anything that's like gold or neutral or nude. I like pink tones also, but nothing really crazy. I haven't done like a dark smoky eye in I don't know how long. But then I also recently got the Naked Heat palette, and this one's also really great. It's a lot warmer. You can see that these are the shades in it. These are all very pigmented, and you don't have to use a ton to get some color. So those are probably the two palettes that I will reach for the most if I am gonna do anything on my eyes. All right guys, so that's it for today's video. Baby girl's about to wake up, so I'm gonna go run and get her. But I hope you liked it. I hope you liked seeing just like my all-time favorite makeup products and beauty products. And if there's anything that you have a question about, let me know in the comments. If there are any other videos that you'd like for me to film, let me know. And I don't know, I kind of like just showing you the different products that I use every day. So if you did like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here, if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.